Hello everyone, and welcome to day 6 of our Easter card series. We're going to jump right in and get started. We're going back to using our stamp set, the Simon Says Stamp Some Bunny stamp set. And then we're also going to be using paper pad from Studio Calico. And this one is called from the Snippets collection. It's from my stash again. We're using what we got. I'm taking a large rectangle die and we're tilting it just a little bit, and we're going to run that through the Big Shot. And then once we have that done, we're going to take another piece of pattern paper, and this one is a tan brown and it has some itty bitty chevron patterns on it. We're going to take a smaller die and run that through. And then once we have that done, we are going to do some stamping. We are going to take the larger egg from the stamp set, and we have a few pieces of pattern paper, and we're going to just stamp the egg twice on each of the papers. We're going to be doing some cutting and pasting. So I'm going to clean off my stamp here, put that back, and then we are going to cut them out. I thought we're going to be building 4, well, I thought maybe 4 would be good, but 3 ended up being nicer. So we're going to build 3 eggs. Now we're just taking some of, we're cutting strips from the pattern paper, and then we're going to just adhere it directly to the egg. The glue I'm using is Tombow Mono Multi Glue, and again, I just add it to these smaller precision bottles. They're easier to handle, and I really like the tips on them. Now we're just taking strips from the other eggs that we had cut out, and we're just like a puzzle putting the pieces together. And we're going to do that to 3 of the eggs. And again, we're just trimming them out and filling it in, and we're going every other egg. We're going to do that to 3 of them. Now that we got that done, we are going to cut them out, and I'm not leaving any border around it. And once we have those, I'm going to try and find my black marker. Here we go. And then we're going to go around the edges just to give it a more finished look. We're going to do that to all 3 eggs. There we go. Okay, now we are going to stamp our sentiment. We are going to use some white embossing powder, and we're going to heat set it. The sentiment that we're going to be using says, "You've always been a good egg." And again, I love stamp sets that have a big message and then a small message. I think that you can customize. I think it's awesome, and this stamp set's perfect for it. So we're using Versamark ink, and then we're going to use white embossing powder. And we're going to heat set that. And then I'm taking a piece of the red pattern paper, and in the stamp set there's a little heart that says "Loves You." And we're going to use white embossing powder for that as well. We're going to heat set that. And then I have a lot of little heart dies, and I'm thinking I have one that fits this. So we're going to try and see if this works. And I think it worked out pretty good. It was missing a little bit of the white embossing part on the top, so I'm just taking my white gel pen and going over it to fill it in a little bit. Okay, now we're going to be working on our card. We're going to adhere our pattern paper to the base of our card, and I'm just using 110 pound cardstock here, standard A2 size. I'm taking my little mini hole punch here, and I'm punching little holes in the top of each of the eggs. And then I'm taking some white twine, and I am using double-sided tape, and I'm gonna stick that to the back so it secures the twine. And we're doing that to all 3 eggs. Then now we're going to kind of figure out where we're going to put these guys. Okay, we're going to use some dimensional adhesive and pop those eggs up. Secure the string on the back of our paper. Do the same to the second one. Now the double-sided tape that I'm using, I have huge roll, and if you do a lot of paper crafting, it's a great investment. I got 6 rolls. I think they were like $6 from Paper Mart, and then the little the paper holder that it came in was like $7. Great investment. If you do scrapbooking, it's perfect too. Well, I'm taking some foam tape here, and I'm going over that back panel that I just made. And we're removing the backing here, and then we're going to place that right in the center. Looks nice. And then we're going to take some more of that white twine, and we're going to tie a bow around each of the eggs. We're just going to go under it and then tie a knot and then a bow. Once we have that done, we have our little heart. We're going to pop that up and stick that to the egg here. And then I think it needed a little bit more, so I'm going to grab my glossy accents, and every other colored portion of the egg we're just going to fill in, just to give it a little more interest. And we're going to do that to all 3 eggs, and then we're also going to do it to our little heart that says loves you. And that's it. Card number 5, or actually card number 6. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.